And let's see if we've got it. All right, I'm live, so I'm going to start painting. If you want to see the overhead, feel free to join me over on YouTube. I'm streaming this on Instagram as well. So on my overhead, you can really see the colors that I'm mixing and coming from Instagram. Hi. Thank you for joining. This is super fun. I've been wanting to do YouTube live for a while, but it's been tricky to kind of figure out the setup of everything. So I'm hoping that this will work. I really wanted a place where the videos could last a little bit longer, because on Instagram they go away after 24 hours, and it's always sad when people miss out. So this way people won't be able to miss out. They'll be able to catch the video whenever they want. What brushes do I usually use? I almost always use a Princeton round size 8 brush, but Princeton is my go-to for sure. This is a Princeton round size 8. Hello, welcome. This is so exciting to get to paint with you live. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'll be checking the comments every so often. And if you're joining over on Instagram, I'm actually doing a YouTube live right now as well. So if you want to see the overhead video, just head over to youtube.com/Snowberry Design Co. You can find us over there. I get a lot of questions about bleeds in watercolor painting, and you really need nice, high quality paper in order to get the right bleeds. You want at least 140-pound cold press paper, and it really, really helps if it's also 100% cotton. I'm using a variety of different watercolor brands. Right now I've got Winsor & Newton, Daniel Smith. I've also got Holbein, M. Graham, and Schmincke on my palette. Really, you can't go wrong with any brand as long as it's a professional artist grade. Yeah, the quality of paints really, really does matter. Honestly, the quality of all your supplies really matters, because they all just kind of work together. So if you're going to invest in one, you might as well invest in all of them. Academy update, yes. So Many of you know that I've been working on my online courses behind the scenes, and I'm really working hard to get those finished. I finished filming my Loose Watercolor Flower Academy last weekend, and I've been working to get my voiceovers done, and my husband's working hard to get those edited so that we can be done by the end of the month. It's going to be a little bit of a stretch. There are a lot of videos. We have, I think there were like 40 videos when it was all said and done. So there's a lot we're covering, but it's going to be so good. I'm really excited because in the course, I show you how I look at reference photos and what to look for and how to paint using a reference photo so that you can do it on your own. It's going to be awesome. And then as soon as that course is finished, I'm going to be working on my color and composition course, which I'm really, really excited about. That one is going to teach you all about color balance, color mixing, and composition and how it all works together. So it'll be more like this, where it's real time and I'm talking you through everything. It's going to be awesome. Happy dance, yeah. Seriously, it's going to be really fun. Yeah, one big problem that was holding me back from doing live videos before is my setup was I had my camera up on a shelf, which meant that the videos were upside down, and then we had to flip them in post-production. And that just wasn't going to work. I wanted people to be able to see things right side up instead of upside down. So that was kind of tricky to figure out. We ended up buying a C-stand. So that's sitting behind me. I've got lights on either side of me. I'm kind of like in a little light box right now. It's kind of funny. I don't know if I've ever painted St. Laurel. I'm going to have to look up what that is. I'm sure I have in one way or another, but yeah, I'll have to look into that for sure. Let's see, actually. You guys are gonna die when you see the Snapdragon video. It's so pretty and fun. The Snapdragon video is going to be part of my Watercolor Flower Academy. It's awesome. I'm going to be talking about it a lot just because it's all I'm thinking about right now. So I apologize. Yeah, this green is really fun. This is kind of a mixture of a bunch of different colors. I've got sap green and Payne's gray for this green, but it's really close to Perylene green. I've recently discovered sap green, and it's just such a nice vibrant, true green. I love it. When you watch live, you see how slow this really goes. My YouTube videos are all sped up to keep them a decent amount of time. We try to keep them around 10 minutes. Just because I know you're busy and you don't want to be sitting and watching a 40-minute video every week. So it's kind of fun to do this live. He's adding in lots of red to your greens. Sometimes those greens can turn brown real fast. All of the videos in the class are going to be real time. I remember what I was going to do here. Sometimes I have an idea for things and then forget about them, but in this case, I remembered my idea that I had for this. Ooh, got some opera happening and I can't change it. It's all right. If you're over on Instagram, I'm doing a YouTube live video right now. So come on over and join us. Just go to youtube.com/Snowberry Design Co. And we are over there. There's an overhead video so you can see a little bit better. We got a lot of rain and like slushy rain that was like trying to be snow, but it's been crazy this week. A lot colder than what I wanted. I am so ready for spring. Well, thank you. I had a lot of practice, but I will teach you how to do it. Don't worry. Okay. I don't want to talk through this too much, but over here, there's like this weird little gap happening. So I am going to fill in right there and some other little things. We'll see what happens. Oh, thank you. You should see the stack of paintings I have. I let my mom go through them. She keeps a lot of them. She's my biggest fan, and it's the cutest. Love you, Mom. I don't know if she's watching. But yeah, she's got my art hanging all through her house, which is really cute. I love it. And then I also have a big pile just in a drawer in one of my old dressers that I just keep art supplies and stuff like that. And I have a lot ready to sell. I just haven't put them online yet. Moms are the best. Okay, now I'm feeling a little bit better about where things are. And if you've been following me a while, you know I like to add detail at the end. So I'm going to add a little bit of detail here. But first, actually. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you. Sometimes I add detail and I'm like, I think I might have ruined that. So I'm gonna blend that back a little bit. You should. You should start painting right now. All right. I don't want to add too much detail because that defeats the point of having a loose watercolor painting. But I want to add enough detail that everything kind of makes sense. I use two. I use one for warm colors and one for cool colors. I used to do one for dirty water and one for clean water, but I always just kept getting muddy water in both of them. This way helps me so that I can see where things should go. And sometimes I'm good about keeping the cools in the cool jar and the warms in the warm jar, but I don't have to change my water out quite as often when I do it this way. Yes, so in the course, there are two. The first one that's going to be coming out is Loose Watercolor Flower Academy, and that one I dive into what supplies you should be using and why. I show you the differences in different supplies and everything, and show you how I set up my palette and go through all of that. Oh, this is still not dry. And then I go through, gosh, there are so many flowers. I think there are 25 focal flowers and then like 10 different leaves and greenery and 10 different filler flowers that I go through in real time. So it's a lot of content, but I just couldn't pare it down at all. My husband kept saying, it's going to be too much. People are going to be overwhelmed, but I just love the flowers too much. I couldn't get rid of any. And so that one is going to dive into how to paint using reference photos too, which will be really valuable. And then my other one is going to be the complete guide to watercolor flower composition. And in that one, it's going to be more like this, where we're putting pieces together. but I'm really going to talk through exactly why I'm choosing things for different places. It's not going to be just me painting. I'm going to explain it a little bit more. Not a little bit more, a lot more. When did I start this painting? Roughly around 9:45, so almost 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. All right, I think we're getting close. Yeah, there are a couple more details I want to add. Okay, I'm all finished. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm going to look over on Instagram too to see if there are any questions. Let's see. I was looking at a reference photo too, which I share on my what is that thing called? Gosh, I'm losing my mind. My Amazon store. I have a list of all the reference books that I love. And I can't show the photo just because of copyright reasons, but in the course I took some photos and used some stock photos that are royalty free. The price for the courses, that is the question of the hour. Right now, I have Watercolor Flower Academy priced at $127 USD. That could change, but that's what I've been thinking about. And then my second course is going to be right around there. It's going to be around 140, I think. So if you want to catch this overhead video, head over to YouTube, youtube.com/Snowberry Design Co, and you can watch the full video over there. Do I find it difficult to make each floral piece look different? If you look at all of my paintings next to each other, you can kind of see similarities in how things are placed and different leaf shapes and things like that. But I try to change up the colors and the shapes of different flowers. So I hope that answers your question. Okay, I'm going to end this Instagram video and then I'll stick around on YouTube to answer any more questions. Where do we see more info on your classes? I will have information for you really, really soon. I'm going to be working on voiceovers and putting things together today, right after I end this video. And you can head over to my website, snowberrydesignco.com. If you join my mailing list by downloading a watercolor supply checklist, you'll get all the information on my email list. I'll also be posting on YouTube and Instagram when I have more information. Okay, I will stick around for one more minute and answer any questions. I do have a website. It's snowberrydesignco.com. It just got an overhaul yesterday. Trying to get everything looking nice and cohesive for the launch. Why didn't I know this? I'm sorry. I'm not very good at sharing things. I'm trying to be better. I do want to say, if you go over to my website and click on online courses, I have 2 online courses there right now, courses that will be going away when I launch my new ones. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, if you're joining from Instagram, be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any more of these YouTube live videos. I think I'm going to be trying to do them every Saturday morning, possibly Wednesday evening. So we'll see what happens there, but that's the plan for now. Well, thank you. Thank you for following along. I really, really appreciate it. Well, thank you. All right, everyone, I am going to head and work on my course now. So if you have any more questions, you can always send me a DM on Instagram or leave a comment. You can send me an email. I always respond. Well, I try to. Yes, I'm using my 4K camera that I use for my YouTube videos for this video. All right, I will see you guys later.